Try and bring this around here. Hold on 1 second, guys. Sorry, I had not enough people to get here. Sorry, I had to get my drink there. This went live a little earlier than I thought. Oh, I have to set a little light on this. A little bit better light there, maybe. Alright, guys. This will probably be the last update before the rally. I don't know if I'll get one out tomorrow. I'm going to try. But so far, it's still going good. We have, looks like a pretty good turnout coming for Monday here. So anybody that's seeing this for the first time or doesn't know about it, this is the rally in Pittsburgh to fight against illegal laws. What's up, Midnight? An ear? What is with an ear? Is my audio not working? Somebody out there tell me if my audio is messed up. I don't know. We'll see. Oh, okay. Listening. Got ya. Okay. So this is the latest information I have after talking to one of the people organizing this today. So we'll put the info out there. Thanks, Vanessa. It'll be, the rally is being held Monday, January 7th, which is this coming Monday. It starts at noon in front of the mayor's office, in front of the building there. Yeah. The same to you, sweetheart. All right, so it starts in front of the mayor's office at noon. I'm meeting up with a bunch of people at the First Avenue parking garage at 11 o'clock, and then we're marching down from there about a half a mile to the actual rally. There's some other places to park down there. There's the arena, and I guess the parking structure has an overflow lot that may be open for people for the rally. Get there. Parking could be an issue. It looks like this is getting fairly large. There's people coming from all over. Should be several hundred people there for this. So, as I've said before, everybody, there are permits, and they are talking about possibly even blocking off Grant Street, which is the street that the mayor's office is located on. So, well, kind of goes between two streets, but that's the main street there. So the mayor's office, if you don't know, is at 414 Grant Street in downtown Pittsburgh. That's where the rally is being held. Parking at the First Avenue garage, I believe, is $12 or something like that. No, you can carry during the state of emergency. How do I want to say that? If you have a permit, basically, all the state of emergency is doing is making it difficult for people that do not have a carry permit. So if you have a carry permit that PA recognizes from our state or from any other state that they recognize, you're legal to carry open, concealed, however you want. The only thing the state of emergency does is for people open carrying that do not have a permit in PA. So it's been an ongoing issue in this state since the governor keeps reinstating our state of emergency every time it goes out for his own reasons. It's kind of being misused, but there's not a whole lot we can do about that. So it's written into the law the way that it is. I think that's something that we're going to have to address and try and get the laws changed a little bit for that. It might be an issue that we'll be talking about when we do a Harrisburg rally this year. So, any other info? I'm trying to think. I've gotten word from the organizer. Yes. I've gotten word, the organizers, there is going to be a police presence here. Sounds like a fairly decent one. They seem to be, I haven't heard anything on a date yet, Midnight. I'll make sure that will be posted up as soon as I know a date. The Harrisburg rally. It looks like there'll be a pretty decent police presence here. The police seem to generally be on our side. They seem to support the Second Amendment and are very supportive of us, and have stated they want to support everybody's right to free speech. They're mainly there just for traffic control, and if there's any kind of counter protesters that get out of hand. There is going to be a large police presence there, though, for anybody that gets sketched out by that. They're not there really to do anything to us. They're there. Yeah, exactly. The opioid crisis, so they can use the allocated money. Yes, that's. Uh, so I've been told that the Pennsylvania chapters of the Oath Keepers and the Three Percenters will be at the rally, providing internal security for us in case somebody kind of tries to get in with our group to cause problems. They'll be on hand. So if you're at the rally and you see them, they should have on. I think they're going to wear like yellow beanies, and they won't be visibly open carry. But that's kind of the rally security is being put on by those guys. Uh, yep, yep. That's who's going to be providing security for our side in the rally, basically internally. Uh, they'll be on hand, and police. The police are going to have SWAT on hand, also providing overwatch. So if you see people on top of buildings, there probably are going to be snipers on top of building tops at this. That's already been said. So they're going to be doing an overwatch of the entire area. Anything else I need to update on? I think the other videos have all the other information in it. It's 414 Grant Street. The rally starts at noon. You will probably want to get to downtown by about 11 o'clock in order to make it to the rally point by the time it starts. You're more than welcome to come anytime that you want, but if you want to be there from the get-go, that's probably the best time to get there. I'm meeting some people at 10:30 and trying to get down there at 11. Yeah. So I'm going to try and be in downtown by 11 o'clock and on our way to the march there with a group of people. Oh, yeah, you'd be fine if that's the case. uh, Anything else I need to update? Like I said, there's parking lot. There's 2 or 3 parking structures there, and there might be parking at the arena downtown also. I think that might be a thing. So we shall see. But go ahead and Google Map it. It's easy to do. Where the building is, it's 414 Grant Street, and take a look around, and you'll find some parking. Find places to park in the area. Like I said, I'm planning on parking at the First Avenue garage. There is a thing that says there's something on the Facebook page about the credit card machines are going to be down. I'll get to that in a second here, Phil. Good point. The credit card machines are going to be down at most of the parking garages from 8 to 11, which I believe you pay when you leave those structures. So I don't think it'll affect us, but you might want to throw some cash in your pocket just to be on the safe side. I believe most places are between 12 and 20 bucks to park downtown if you're in one of the garages. So I'd throw a 20 in my pocket just to be safe if you're somebody that doesn't normally carry cash on you. Phil Rivers wants to know about counter protesters. There's been some inklings of counter protesters. I have not seen any Facebook pages or anything. Nobody's shared any info that there is a large counter protest being scheduled. With that said, a lot of liberal media has been covering this, and I would be surprised if there weren't counter protesters there. But it doesn't look like there's any kind of organized Antifa thing coming to counter protest this in any way that I can see. The organizers don't seem to have any inkling that there's some huge organized counter march or rally or anything either. That said, there could be. I don't know. There could be something on boards that we're not on, or you know. Well, the local news is saying a lot of stuff that isn't true too. But I'm sure there will be counter protesters. I don't know how big they're going to be, how big of a presence they're going to have. It's best, in my opinion, just don't engage the counter protesters. If they're that vehemently anti-gun that they're going to counter protest this rally against illegal ordinances, then there's no reason to even engage with those people. It's not worth getting in a shouting match. and giving an optic of one of us holding a rifle screaming at Antifa people or something. It's just walk by them. Don't let them bother you. I seriously doubt they're going to try anything really, really stupid. You never know, but I'm sure the city reps are scared. There's been an update on the building too. I know my last video or the video before that I put out that they had marked the building as a gun-free zone and put signs up saying no carry in the mayor's office. They were claiming it is a court facility, but by PA law they have to have a way to secure your firearms. So that has been updated, and there's new signages at the doors reflecting that they do have lockers. So if anybody has to go in the building for any reason, you will have to check your firearm in. It's a law for court facilities in the state. Everybody has to check their firearm in, but they are providing lockers and check-ins for firearms if anybody has to go in. As far as I know, there is zero plans for any of us to go into the building. But if people do want to go in, then you're going to have to check a firearm in the at the entrance, I believe. They said that that's been updated as of today or yesterday. I'm not sure. Guess I'm not local to Pittsburgh. I'm about 3.5 hours away, but this is the info I'm getting through the organizers of the event. Oh, if there's any questions out there, feel free to ask. And if it's anything I don't know, I can find out and either email you or put up another video. But for right now, this is pretty much everything I know about it. I'm going to be there. I'm going to try and live stream as much of it as I can. I may have to help hand out some literature or something like that. I don't know yet. I just touched on that midnight. But yeah, I'm going to try and live stream as much as I can. I'm going to get my camera equipment and stuff around here and see what I can do. It may be difficult. Depends on how much literature I have to. If I have to hand out literatures and stuff, then I'm going to do that and maybe just wear my camera rig on my body. So we'll see. There's a McDonald's right near there. See, Rich White knows the area way better than I do. I can count on one hand the number of times I've been that part of downtown. I am not part of the 3%ers. Nope. I'm not an official member of that organization. I've met quite a few of them. They usually make an appearance at the Harrisburg rally also. So I've met and known quite a few of them, but I'm not an official member of them. Like I said, the PA 3%ers and the Oath Keepers are who are going to be providing our internal security for the rally. So if you have an issue, find those guys wearing the yellow. They're supposed to be wearing yellow beanies from what I was told. So you can find one of those. Yep, they're doing the security work for it, Phil. So they're planning on being there, and like I said, they should have the yellow beanies on. So if you see something going funky in the middle of our rally or see an issue that needs addressed by security, those would be the people you want to talk to. What I've said, if for some reason shit were to really hit the fan and you see those guys moving, move, get with them, follow them. Supposedly they have some stuff staged up if there's problems, if there's medical emergencies, things like that. Those are going to be the people to look for. Those the security people we have there. Anything else? I think I covered most of it. If you want to know about the laws regarding carry, like we started at the beginning of this, we are under a state of emergency, which changes some stuff as far as open carry without a permit. Now, if you have a permit from your state or a PA permit, you should be fine. Most states that have permits reciprocate with PA other than a lot of the ones kind of real close. New York and Maryland, but I doubt there's too many New York and Maryland people with an actual permit from that state coming. I know Rob D's coming with me, and he has a New York permit, but he also has a non-resident Pennsylvania permit. So, yeah, Connecticut doesn't reciprocate with anybody, I don't think. I think Connecticut is one of them. So, but I know if you're coming from closer to Pittsburgh, yeah, well, that's up to you. there's going to be tons of people there. There's going to be plenty of people carrying rifles, handguns, shotguns, the whole 9 yards. It's going to be several hundred people there. So I, I I'm not going to about to hash out the open carry, concealed carry, whatever. As far as not carrying at all, I don't go anywhere without carrying. So I carry everywhere that's legal and prudent to do so. I don't care about people's feelings on it, so, unless it's illegal for me to be there. So I'm sitting around my house. I'm carrying right now. There you are. You can do whatever you want. Chamber flags if you want. They asked if you would not. You can have mags and rifles, but not chambered rifles. But they're not going to check on anything like that. They're asking for rifles slung instead, not holding in the low ready. So if you don't have a sling, run to Walmart and buy a sling. Seriously, it's not that tough. Buy a cheap 2-point sling. Hell, I have a couple of them laying around. I'm going to use one of them and throw it on your rifle. So, well, you can have chambered rounds. They're asking people not to for accident reasons, just to have loaded mags. But I doubt that that's going to. In rifles, we're talking. Handguns is the same. I'm not going to not have a chambered round in my handgun. That's dumb. My handguns are going to remain holstered, obviously. If you see somebody waving a handgun around that's unholstered, would probably be a good time to check with security. That's not somebody we want to be hanging around for too long if they're drawing their weapon and playing with it and waving it around. So, but yeah, slings would be great. Sling rifles, please. If you're going to carry rifles, that's what I'm going to do. I'll have my rifle slung on my back. Uh, that's generally, I don't see any reason to be walking around at low ready or anything like that. So I keep getting emails while this is going on. Bang, bang, bang. So that's about all the info I have. There, there you go. So an empty chamber and a carry gun is dumb. I don't. I never understood empty chambered and carry guns, but that's me. I know there's guys that do it. So if I'm carrying, there's one in the chamber. In fact, I'm carrying a revolver right now, so unless I'm going to download and have it sitting on an empty chamber, there's no. It's going to be on a chambered round. uh, I won't be carrying a revolver to the rally. All right, I'll repeat the time. The rally starts at noon, Walter. 12 o'clock at 414 Grant Street in downtown Pittsburgh. I'm arriving at 11. I would suggest you should be at least there by 11:30 and wherever you're going to park, because most of the parking structures are around a half mile away. So you're going to have to walk a little bit to get there. So if you want to be there, no, it's on Monday, Walter. Monday, January 7th at noon is when the rally starts. So if you want to get there with plenty of time, I'd say show up in town no later than 11:30. I'm planning on being in downtown by 11. That's my plan. I have to meet up with a couple other people on the way, so I'll probably meet Rob D sometime early in the morning, and Mr. Jixer and anybody else that's coming with those guys. So, well, that's also when the mayors and everybody is there to work too. So, unfortunately, the most effective time to hold most rallies is during the week, and that's when most people work. I'm under the same thing. I took vacation time in order to go to this, so it's just the way it's going to end up being. I do the same. A lot of times I do the Harrisburg rally in the spring. I just take a loss on pay for that day. I'm in a position that I can do that, so most of the time I'm in a position that I can do that. I couldn't do that right now, so I ended up using vacation time to go to this. But I was already, after this whole thing kicked off, I was pretty much under the resolve I'd do it without pay if I had to. But I got it going. Exactly. Yep. I don't get sick days, but I get vacation time. So I'm burning through. I'll burn through a vacation day to do this. Pittsburgh is 5.5 hours out. It's about 3.5 hours out for me. It's probably going to be close to 6 hours for Rob D. He's coming from up in New York. So he's going to have a heck of a ride for it. I know Squibb's coming from Michigan. That's going to be quite a hike for him, too. That's going to be. I didn't ask him specifically. Probably a good I would say 6 hour ride, 7 hour ride for him. Just my guess. It's always possible to get a hotel room too if you're going to take the day off of work anyway. I mean, that's an extra cost, of course, but if you get together with a group of people that want to come out and split a hotel room, that's always an option and you can save. I mean, we've had guys do that for Harrisburg Rally before. Depends on where in Michigan. Yeah, I'm not sure. I know, Rich White. If I was coming closer to you, I'd pick you up, bud. I'm already going to be pressed for time that day. I would swing down and get you. Like I said, the closest I can get to you is Hollidaysburg, probably, or some place in that area. If you can get up there, yeah, you're in Arizona. 5 hours to Ann Arbor. Yeah, I'm not sure where he lives in Michigan exactly. I just never really asked him. So, uh, I don't know if anybody's coming from the Harrisburg area or not, Walter. Where are you at? Anyone heading from Harrisburg? I'll tell you a good place to ask that, and I'll probably put a link down on the page below, would be the Pennsylvania Firearm Owners Association. It's PAFOA.org. To go on to their forum pages, and I know there's people coming from all over the state. So if you went on the forum pages and said, hey, I'm in Harrisburg, anybody coming from the area I could grab a ride with, you could do that. Coda Boy 32, thank you for showing up, bud. Oh. I was going to send you an email actually and ask I don't know if you've done anything. I know you had videos out on this before, but you'd be willing to put out a little, even if it's not a video, but just an update, that would help out, because I know people watch you, way more people watch you than me, bud. I'm trying to get the word out on this. Awesome. Well, I will get the hell off of here, absolutely, but as soon as you post that, I'll link that I'll throw up links to that different places on the internet too. So, yep. Awesome. Thank you, Coda Boy. So, I wish you could make it. Should be interesting. Yeah, I think I might have. Oh, but yeah, anybody, if you're looking for a ride from someplace, it's pafoa.org. You can check out on there. And like I said, I'll link the page down below this video when it renders and I do the description with links to that website. Yep, I absolutely will be in Harrisburg. I never miss it, buddy. So we'll have to get together this year when we're down there. I know we were both kind of simultaneously live streaming it from opposite sides last year. So there you go, Slim. Let's even get over by me. You can always try and ride along with me. I can shoehorn as many people as I need to in the Subaru. I know Jixer's taking his excursion. Midnight, if you were coming, that'd be great. Kingpin has to work. That sucks. I don't know anybody else coming from West Virginia. I'm sure there are. Well, I was saving that for midnight. If he wanted to come, I was going to strap him on the roof rack, but I didn't want to have to smell waffles and gravy the whole way to Pittsburgh. But I don't think he can make it, so I guess, the roof rack is still available. Let me throw you in Jixer's excursion. Yep. I understand that. Like I said, I had to rip off some vacation time for this. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna keep this short and sweet. This is already longer than what I kind of wanted to keep it, but hopefully, people interested in the rally will do it. Coda Boy, I know you know a lot of the people organizing this probably too, But if you need any info, feel free to email me. It's Black Cat Outdoors 19 Black Cat Outdoors, sorry. RL Sear, SUEHR 1978 at gmail.com. Do I clean my guns every time I go shooting? Depends on the guns. Some guns I absolutely bring home and clean and I'm anal about. Other guns I do not. Some of them, like when I did the Ruger Security 9 test, I went several range trips without cleaning it because I was trying to see if how many it would go through before it would fail. And I'd have to look back at the videos. I'd have to look back at the videos and see how far it went before I cleaned. I cleaned it before the one group shoot last year. I think it was at like 2,200 rounds till I cleaned it. And then it went another probably 2,000, 2,500 before it got cleaned again. So, and it's never had a malfunction. There's some guns I do that too just to see how far they'll go without having a malfunction. Other guns, like my AK, I very rarely clean. I mean, it's an AK. There's no point in cleaning it all the time. Everything gets cleaned twice a year. At least twice a year, I go through the room and the desk and all the safes, and I clean everything. So I just clean and oil everything. Only clean carry guns always. The guns I carry. I usually clean the dust out of different parts of them. I mean, it depends on what it is, but especially if you pocket carry, like we'll get a little pocket gun out here. If you pocket carry, especially something with a hammer, you'll get all kinds of dust and dirt down in there and all around the action and everything. So it's best to at least take it down and kind of spray it out and clean it. So hundreds of rounds per month. Yeah, like I said, if it's a range trip, I'll clarify. I don't clean every time I go to the range. If it's a range trip where I only am shooting, say, 100 rounds, a lot of times when I go to the range, it's just to shoot, just stay in practice. I try and go once every week or two and shoot 100, 150 rounds, and just to stay proficient with whatever guns I'm carrying at the time. If it's something where I'm going for a specific range day where I'm going to be blowing through, a case of ammo through something, then I usually clean it when I get home, unless I'm testing it to see how far it will go. So, like I said, my shooting usually is limited. I don't have the time to do a whole bunch of all-day range sessions, and a lot of times when I'm at the range, I'm shooting video for different guns, specific guns, and that takes some time. So, it doesn't allow for a lot of, fun just ripping through ammo with stuff. So, and my once a week or every other week is just for me. I don't usually video or anything. I stop at the local indoor range, or if the weather's nice, at my outdoor range, my club, and burn through a couple boxes of ammo just to kind of keep up on my. Usually, I like the outdoor club because I can draw there. I'm not technically allowed to draw from a holster at the indoor range. So, but at my club, I'm allowed to draw from a holster. So usually I do a lot. I try to shoot there as much as possible so I can practice, shooting off the draw. But, all right, guys, I'm going to keep this under half an hour so people actually watch it. So, any other questions, feel free. Comment section down there is for more than just, saying how bad I suck. So, feel free to ask questions. Feel free to email me. I'll have my email in the description when this is all done. So, guys, have a good afternoon. I hope I see some of you at the rally. And I'll talk to everybody later. Thank you.